Grand Rising, everybody. How we doing? How we doing out there? Grand Rising to the multitude. Let me see what we got going on. Who is this? Future of Work Summit for CFOs and Senior Financial Leaders, July 16th. Register. Maybe. How we doing out there, family? What's going on? What's going on? Grand Rising to everybody. Let me see. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly, first and foremost. Let me know if I can be heard clearly. Let me know if there's any if the picture's frozen or anything before I proceed. We're gonna go pretty quick today. I got a lot to do. So it's probably gonna be like a half hour, maybe 45-minute video. I've only got one story, then we're gonna get right into the coins. I think we need to start focusing a lot more on price action and getting into these currencies versus the news. I may break this down into 2 separate shows is what I might do. I might make one show specifically targeted towards the news, which I may start doing a little bit early, maybe 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and then do a separate show, maybe starting at 9 a.m. where I just focus on that's taking a lot out of my damn time, though. Yeah, I got to think of that. So I definitely I want to bring the information. At the same time, this is really, it's time consuming. You know what I mean? Let me see. Let me go to. But anyways, how we doing out there? YouTube world, Facebook. Hold on. And we got a live control room now. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out in a minute. There we go. Now I can see. Okay, we over here on YouTube now. Brother Kennedy, what's up? Top of the morning, Brother Bay. Islam, what's going on? I'm coming back from Las Vegas and still haven't missed the morning yet. That's dedication. Dedication, determination, and discipline is going to bring you dineros and dollars. Facts. How's everybody doing out there, family? First and foremost, if y'all can't share this out real quick. We're really going to get into price action today in some of these currencies and where we should be entering, what we should be trading with. I mean, number one, my personal opinion right now, if you're trading in Bitcoin, Ethereum, any currency where you can trade with leverage and you're not using leverage, man, you are crazy as hell. No, let me not say that. Okay, for traders, anybody out there that knows how to trade, if you're not using leverage, man, you crazy as hell. People that's new, don't even worry about it. But for anyone that's trading, anytime you can multiply what you're trading with times 3 to times 10 to times 15, 20, 25, 100, and you're not using it, man. In fact, let me, I think it was Miss Harris who said she can't get on Bybit. In order to utilize Bybit, Miss Harris, you got to use a VPN. A real useful VPN the individuals can utilize for the desktop and the mobile device, if I'm not mistaken, is Ola VPN. It's free, and it allows you to use a IP address somewhere other than where you're currently. Ola, anyone is trying to utilize Bybit. Oh, hold on, what just happened? I'm not trying to reload anything. Hold on, fam. I'm trying to see what's going on here. I think my face started over. I'm trying to see. Hold on. That's weird. Wow, that's what happened. Let me turn this thing off. That's crazy. All right, so for those who's watching in on Facebook still, on YouTube, I mean, what happened was I messed up and hit the VPN, and it ended up turn it on and kicking me out of my account on YouTube because now it looked as if I was trying to log in from somewhere else. So let me go ahead and log back in real quick momentarily. I do apologize for that. I'm wondering, man, what the hell just happened? I messed around and turned the VPN on. Let me go ahead and log in real quick. There we go. All right, so that was not expected. Hold on, let me open this back up. Give me 1 second, family. Let me open up this dang, that's crazy. Everybody's sharing the wrong video. Let me go ahead and erase that real quick because everybody's sharing the previous video, which has ended since then. So let me go ahead and kill that video off real quick. Give me 1 second, family. Didn't know we was going to come into this type of trouble this rising. So hold on. Let me get rid of this one. Let me see. I don't know how it's still playing, to be honest with you. Hold on. There we go. All right, there we go. We're back up and live, back up and running. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. How we doing out there? Back up and running. Let me let the people tune back in real quick. YouTube world, how we doing over there? My YouTube family, how are we doing over here? Let me see who all we got checking in. The only problem I have is when I deposit cryptos to a platform like Binance or Coinbase Pro and they trade and then try to trade it, always said insufficient funds. So I'm stuck trading Forex. When I got the funds, I'm going to ask you for a personal one-on-one whenever you have time. How much you trying to trade with? I mean, a lot of people do that because they don't really understand how to orchestrate on the Binance exchange markets or some of the other exchange markets utilizing the BTC price versus USD price. So, like, how much are you trying to trade with? Because I've made trades on Binance as small as like $7, I think, maybe to $8. You know what I mean? I mean, as long as you got $10 or better over there, you definitely don't have insufficient funds. It's just the way that you're trying to place the orders is all. I mean, I got the many workshops you can sign up for too. I mean, you can do the one-on-one, brother Bay. There you go. That's what my admins are in there for. There you go, brother Kennedy. Help the man out. That's another thing. Are you doing the market orders? Because yeah, with the market orders, if you try to do it, it'll tell you it's insufficient. I sent 130. Yeah, nah, you got more than enough. Because I get that insufficient funds when I try. Yeah, market orders. When you do market orders, it's going to tell you insufficient funds. Because what happens when you do a market order, remember, you're trying to get in at that specific price. So if that price moves within a second of a time and you're trying to get in, the amount of cryptocurrency that it calculated for you was for the current price. So if it moves within a split second, it's going to tell you insufficient funds because it's moved from the original price that you try to buy it at. You know what I mean? That's like you trying to buy at a market price Bitcoin at 6,000. We'll say 6,125.50, and it calculates how much you're going to get at that price. And then when you press buy, it went up to $6,125.75. It's going to tell you insufficient funds because it moved up that 1%, especially if you're using 100% of your capital. You know what I mean? Peace, brother Tito. What's going on? In fact, where's brother? It was another brother that was asking for my email yesterday, brother Kinfolk, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully he pops up today. If he doesn't, if he comes back and watches the video, man, you can reach me at CRYPTO NOMICCONSUL at gmail.com. That's Cryptonomic Console. Once again, CRYPTONOMICCONSUL at gmail.com. That's Cryptonomic Console. Yep, I missed runs because of that before. I couldn't figure out why. Right. The best time to use market, to be honest with you, is selling. You really don't want to try to buy, because I'm gonna tell you what can happen when you do that market. You can do a market order and it can shoot up sporadically in 1 second when you do the market order, and it will calculate what you try to get. Yo, you on Twitter? Yes, I am on Twitter. Chicago Crypto 4, 44. One of those, Chicago Crypto 4, Chicago Crypto 44. But Brother Bay, if you go to my other YouTube channel, let me show you this real quick before we get into the story. If you go to my other YouTube channel, and let's look at Cryptonomic Console. If you go to this channel right here, and you go to my videos, I mean, you may need it, you may not, but real helpful. I got a whole Binance tutorial, and then I got specific tutorials on how to use the basic exchange market, as well as how to use the advanced exchange option on the Binance exchange market. These are a year old too. I maybe need to update these. These are a year old right here. Damn, I started this channel almost a year ago. What is Bitcoin? How to sign up for Coinbase? How to sign up for Binance and send funds? Like, a lot of individuals don't really realize I got a lot of tutorial videos on my YouTube channels. So a lot of the questions that people ask me or may sign up for consultations with, I mean, you can really come, everything that I teach, you can come look at it on my channel. I tell you how to do damn near pretty much everything. But you watching the visual and then actually doing it and implementing it, what you're watching are two different things. So that's why a lot of people opt out for the actual consultation, because then I can walk them through versus them having to learn how to do it off of video. But these two videos right here, or these 3 videos, may be helpful to you for the Binance exchange, hopefully. So let's get along with the story. Let me see who I got checking in on the Facebook side now that we tune back in. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. How we doing out there? Yeah, after the Binance hack, they have recorded the Argo Solmax sales like 30% above the spot. Yeah, see? Yeah, you got to watch that. Also Twitter. What am I on Twitter? Hold on. I'm also on Steemit. I'm on a couple of social sites. On Twitter, Chicago Crypto 44. Well, no, Chicago Crypto 4. Chicago Crypto 44, but Chicago Crypto 4 also. So this is me on Twitter right here. Now, first story coming through. Bitcoin hit 6,000 for the first time since November. And I'm bringing this because this is CNBC, and we want to pay attention to what the news is telling the masses, because you sort of want to try to predict what they're trying to get individuals to do, so you can do the opposite of what they're trying to get everybody else to do. So if they're trying to get everybody else to buy at certain times, you may want to look. Even though everything's in an uptrend right now, it's looking real nice. Not saying that they're getting people to FOMO in, but I do remember the news media telling individuals to buy Ripple when it was about $3. Ripple's what, 30 cents right now? And telling people to sell Ripple when it went down to like 30 cents. They bought it at $3. You know, so you got to be real careful with the news. Anyways, story goes on to say Bitcoin rose above 6,000 on Thursday, hitting its highest level against the dollar in nearly 6 months. The cryptocurrency has been on a roller coaster ride since hitting a record high of over 19,000 in December of 2017, before crashing to a low of nearly 3,100 in December 2018. That's right, family. Any and everybody had a chance to buy a whole Bitcoin at $3,000, roughly 3,100, or a half a Bitcoin for $1,500 for a while. For a while, people could grab you. You roughly could have spent $2,000 on a half a Bitcoin for a little over a month. You know what I mean? A little over a month. You could have spent $2,000 as a collective with a group of people, whatever the case may be, and individuals could have got a half a Bitcoin. Now, why is just buying a half a Bitcoin important? I mean, I don't know if anybody heard the recording that I let play yesterday about how many Bitcoins there is to go around every human in the world. I think it's somewhere around 0.03 or 0.003, which amounts to about maybe $15 right now. So $15 right now will buy you the amount of Bitcoin that there is available for every human on the earth. as of right now, with the numbers counting and the 21 million and us not accounting all the coins that have been lost and yada 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 yada. Hold on real quick. All right. So let me see. It goes on to say, since then it's been in a slow recovery, but yeah, cheap, 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 cheap. And you know what people were saying when it was around $3,100? Oh, it's gonna come down to 1,500, 1,800. Now, like I tell everyone, if it would have broken support levels, I had set up 2,800. I had them going down all the way to 1,800. Only if this is one thing I don't do. I don't do price predictions, family. If anyone is watching, anyone is paying attention right now, I don't do that. Hey, what do you think? The one thing I don't do is, I was gonna say I don't think. Let me not say that. I don't opinionate, if that's even a word, financial financial things. You know what I mean? Basically saying 30-40% correction isn't off the cards, fills the gap between 42. Exactly. Yeah, go after the Binance Act. Exactly. Now, what I'm saying is that's why I use support and resistance. I use all technical analysis. I don't do price. Oh, hey, you think we're going to be at 10,000? Look, I don't know what we're going to do, but I do know this. If we break this resistance level, your next resistance is right here. If you break this support level, your next strong support is right about here. Your RSI is showing this. Your MACD is showing that. The moving averages from this is crossed over that. You understand what I mean? It's all about really what you're using to come up with what you're predicting or what you're expecting to do. Like I said, I don't expect to predict anything. I just read charts. That's all. If it does this on the chart, then I'm expecting it may do this next, leading or following. You understand what I mean? That's it. That's all. But yeah, I don't do the whole price prediction thing. What do you think? I don't think anything. You know what I'm saying? What do I know? Oh, I know this is the future of finances and economics. That's what I do know. You understand what I mean? What do I know? I know this is a new checks and balances system. What do I know? I do know that when you use this in utilizing or transacting commercially with another entity, you're looked at as transacting completely privately in a sense, whereas the instrument that you're using in this example, a digital financial instrument that is not controlled by any one entity, so that the transactions that you're doing with said financial instrument is pretty much private between you and the other entity that you're doing the transaction with. You know what I mean? So I know that, but I don't know. Is Bitcoin going to be $1 million? I mean, I feel it is, but and when I don't know. I mean, if we break support, if we break resistance at 20,000, we got resistance at 40,000. We break resistance at 40,000, there's resistance at 100,000. You understand what I mean? That's how I go with it. So I just follow the trend. That's it. That's all. But let me see who we got checking. Well, let me get to this first story first, real quick. I haven't even checked in on the Facebook side of things. I don't know who I got checking in. I don't know who I got watching, but peace, power, and prosperity. In fact, let me give an introduction because I didn't give one yet. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. My name is Amir, the Chicago crypto hustler, Bitcoin block bully, and I want to thank everyone for tuning in for the Early Rising Show of Coffee and Crypto, where we go through the top crypto news, top 20 coins, biggest gainers, biggest losers, and we try to get a little bit of technical analysis in and chart coin requests. So right now we're covering our first story, and I want to thank everyone that's tuning in. I'm streaming live right now on both platforms, Facebook and YouTube. So the best of both worlds. And we're covering the story from CNBC. It goes on to say on Thursday, Bitcoin hit an intraday high of 6,076.65, the highest level since the intraday high on $6,295.95, which was November 15th. So let's see. That's one thing I do over here for individuals that may be new and don't know the technical terminology used at times. Hold on. What I do is I bring up, because I can give my definition of it, but I bring up the textbook definition of certain that we come across. So intraday refers to a price movements of a given security over the course of one day of trading. It is generally used to describe the high and low price of a stock or option during a given trading day or session. So the high of the day. Now, according to Bitcoin is up over 60% so far this year. So now, what does this mean? Bitcoin being up 60% so far this year. Well, you do the math. Anything that you would have invested, say the beginning of the year, December leading into January, you'd be up right now. I'm gonna say anywhere from 44 to 60%. I'll say it's 44 to 55%. I'm not gonna go the whole 60 because I don't know where we're at right now. But let's say 44 to 55%. So that means anything. $100 you're up 44 to 55%. $1,000 you're up 44 to 55%. $10,000 you're up 44 to 55%. $100,000 you're up 44 to 55%. That's just holding Bitcoin. That doesn't have anything to do with trading, selling on rallies, buying on dips. You understand what I mean? Which then could turn that 60% to 120%. Just from holding that asset, what individuals call HODL, hold on for dear life. And you could have done this easily using Cash App. You could be up 50, I'm gonna say 50% right now if you had bought Bitcoin at the beginning of the year using Cash App with whatever amount put on there. So the price has been bolstered by an increase in interest in Bitcoin trading from investment institutions. Fidelity instruments will begin to allow customers to buy and sell cryptocurrency. Bloomberg reported earlier this year. Other trading platforms like Robinhood have already started digital currency trading. But the cryptocurrency trading environment still has its problems. On Tuesday, hackers stole 7,000 Bitcoin, worth over 40 million from Binance, one of the world's largest exchange platforms. Now, individuals will see this that's not in this place and be like, oh my God, they stole 40 million. Man, that's small potatoes. Let's see what Binance does in a day. Let's see. Hold on. That's the biggest exchange market per 24-hour volume. Let's see. 40 million. Let's see what they're doing today. Real quick. Let's see what they're doing. Man, can't type this morning. Let's see what type of volume they're doing. I mean, not to say that it's not a bad thing that didn't happen. No, that you definitely don't want hacks to happen. But what I'm saying is the amount of money that's coming through there. And if you want to tend to believe what they say about the SAFU funds, which is a fund account that they put to the side in case things like this happen, they should have way more than $40 million in reserves. Let's see. Binance Jersey, Binance Uganda. Binance been doing this thing. So right now, Binance is holding 642 million. 24-hour. Nah, okay, this is the one I want to look at. That's what I wanted to look at. Where are my tools at? Rankings, market cap, exchanges. Here we go. Oh, Binance ain't in the number 1 spot. Where we at? Binance down here at the number 20 spot now. But in the last 24 hours, 7-day volume, 24-hour volume. Okay, so yeah, in the last 24 hours, Binance did 642 million. The last 7 days have been somewhere around the tunes of $5,179,394,585. Over the last 30 days, they've done somewhere around $26,753,415,660. So they got hacked for 40 million. So just take 40 million. This is the last 30 days. Just take this 53 million out of here. Let's just take the whole 53 away. Right? They got 26 billion. You understand what I mean? So I mean, I'm not worried about it. Another thing you got to comprehend when you get into this space, you don't want to put more than you're willing to lose. So if somebody put their life savings over there, I would be worried, but you never want to do that. You know what I mean? But it goes on to state Bitcoin is still prompting fierce debate over its future and viability. Major Bitcoin skeptic Nouriel Roubini called crypto the mother and father of all bubbles at a conference earlier this week, while I bet he lines his pockets up with it with cheap Bitcoin. Roubini was debating with Bitcoin bull and former hedge fund manager Mike Novogratz, who had a different point of view. The reality is there's a tremendous amount of stuff going on. In some ways, there's a small miracle. There's been a small miracle. I 100% agree with that. Novogratz said the debate is over. Bitcoin won. It is now seen by people all over the world as a legitimate place to store their value. And for those that are new to the space, this is what I'm going to tell you. Right now, what we're seeing in 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, I'm going to say 2017 and up right now, especially right now with the institutional money coming in, hedge funds coming in, virtual venture capitals coming in. You know what I mean? What you're seeing is the greatest transfer of wealth that we will see, in my opinion, in our lifetime. And that transfer of wealth is going from analog to digital. You're either going to be part of that transfer of wealth, or you're going to watch and read about that transfer of wealth that happened while you sat back and did nothing. Just my opinion, once again, just my opinion. Hold on, family. Let me look at this. What we got going on? Okay. Okay, that's family member asking me how to clean parasites. All right, hit back her in a minute. Health is wealth, family. Health is wealth. So right now we're looking at the pictograph of all the markets. You can see we got pretty much red, but it's not that much of a loss. Litecoin down 0.3%, Ethereum down 0.09%, Ripple down 0.3%, EOS down 1.4%, Tron 2.9%, BNB 33.9%. So not major losses. What we're going to do is come over here. We got 185,995,162. No, excuse me. $185,995,162,705 is the circulating market cap. In the last 24 hours within the crypto space, as recorded by Live Coin Watch, we've had $21,418,673,927. We just changed to $21,420,545,535. BTC dominance is growing too. Usually, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Usually, what you see when price action goes up, you usually see the BTC dominance go down. But right now, it's at 57%, so it's rising. Coming in number one, we got Big Bang Hank, Bitcoin trading at $6,025, up 2% within the last 24 hours. I also want to show everybody something. I want to show y'all something. When we look at the price of Bitcoin versus the price of other coins, and you're trading in Bitcoin but not USD. What we're looking at right now is the percentages in United States dollars, family. I want to give y'all a quick lesson. This is not the gains that you're getting. Let's just say you're on the exchange market and you don't know how to utilize USD, USDT, and all you can do is trade and get in and out of Bitcoin, right? If you're trading in Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other base pair that's not USD, then you really want to pay attention to the value of that coin per the base pair that you're using. So just for example, right now, Bitcoin and USD is up 2.08%, right? Let's see. I'm going to use Bitcoin Gold, for instance. Bitcoin Gold is telling you it's up 3.45%. In fact, I'm going to use Bitcoin Gold, VeChain, a couple of these coins that are up real quick. Bitcoin Gold, in all actuality, is only up 1.12%, if I'm not mistaken. VeChain is actually in the negative 1.46%, and Decree is actually in the negative 1. What did that be? I'm trying to do the math in my head. It'd be 92. Let's see if I'm correct. What we're going to do is change the value from USD over to Bitcoin. Because remember, you're trading in Bitcoin, right? You're not trading in USD. So you want to figure out what the value is in Bitcoin, because that's what you're trading in 9 times out of 10. So we'll switch this over to BTC. Now it's up to 4.14%. So now that changes. So now that means Bitcoin Gold is going to be down. I mean, it's going to be up only 1 point. Let me see what it is. Bitcoin Gold 1.30%. VeChain down 1.82. What I call VeChain? 1.80. I said 1.82. Decree is down 1.77%. So you see the difference in your trading in Bitcoin versus USD, family. You better pay attention to this, because what can happen now? What can happen if you're not safe, if you're not careful? You can sell at a profit in USD with what you're thinking is a profit, but actually be taking a loss in BTC, which is the currency you're trading in. As an example, you buy a coin at 0.5 BTC. The BTC at the current time is trading at $6,000. Let's say Bitcoin goes up to 6,500. The value of the coin that you use to purchase that other coin, or the value of what it cost that coin in dollars, has went up. But let's say the trading volume, which I'm going to show y'all a real good example of this. Let's say the trading volume has gone down to whereas now it's trading at 0.4. If you sell that asset, you are selling at a loss of BTC, though you may be in the gain of USD. But if you don't have an off ramp to get to the USD while Bitcoin is up, if Bitcoin was to go back to the $6,000 level that it was at, then you'll truly see the loss that you take in selling it when you thought you were up. Does everybody get what I got, or was that a little, I kind of mixed it up? I hope everyone caught that. That was game for that ass, and I'm gonna show y'all an example of that real quick. I was on a consultation this rising. I started the consultation about 5 a.m. this rising. My first consultation started at 5 a.m. and I was showing the individual the difference between BTC and USD price action, because there is a huge difference. So I'm gonna use BNB for an example. Anyone that bought BNB back in, we'll say December of 2017, when we had the big bull run, right? Anyone that bought BNB with Bitcoin back in December or January of 2017, which it was trading at around $25, $26, which we just reached again. So we're back at all-time highs, right? So if you were to look at BNB, just as an example, hold on. BNB versus Tether, right? You can see that you're reaching your all-time highs again. You're having a bit of a pullback right now, right? Got a bit of a pullback, but look, you're right back where you came from. This is what? This is the week of January 2018. Let me bring this down a little bit. I want y'all to be able to see this. Also, if anyone wants to follow me on TradingView, you can follow me at Chicago. What's my name on TradingView? Crypto Ghost 638. Look for Crypto Ghost 638, and you can follow me, and we can interact over here. So looking at BNB versus BT versus the dollar, this is Tether. We can see this is your top in January. Let's mark that. This was your recent top in April. So you just reached your previous highs once again. So one would be like, oh, well, I've damn near broken back even. This is not so. You're actually up over 100% if you bought with BTC. So let's go back and take a look now. Remember, Bitcoin was trading at around $20,000 at this time. So the amount of Bitcoin that it took you to buy Binance at this time is not the same amount that it took you at this time. Let's go back and look. Let's look at BNB versus Bitcoin. Whoa. Hey, hold on. What happened? That's that difference I was telling y'all about, right? So what is this? Oh, this is the week of January 18th. Hold on, what? This right here? So you bought in when everything was high, but in Bitcoin, you were actually low. So let's see what we're looking at here. Let's say we bought in at the very, 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 very top back then in 2017 or 18. Right now, you're up 81%. Do we see the difference here? You're up 81% from the all-time highs in Bitcoin. I hope y'all catching this, man. I hope y'all catching this. But in dollar amount, if that's what your thing is, if that's what your lust is, you're down 20%. So how do you look at this, family? Are you up 80% or are you down 20%? What are you filling your bags with? Fiat, Federal Reserve notes, debt notes? Are you filling it with the real value, which is BTC? This is where a lot of feelings get involved, because people are like, oh, you shouldn't be telling people that. It shouldn't be. Look, my opinion, fill your bags up with the crypto while you get a chance to. That's my thing. It's not about the dollar amount. It's only about the coin count with the Bitcoin block bully. I'm trying to get as much Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin as I get. I care really not too much about that. Of said currency. About the currency, I mean that. I mean the Bitcoin crash, like nothing's going. Damn near impossible. But if we'll use BitConnect, for instance, a coin like BitConnect. I still invest in BitConnect just because it's a digital currency? Hell no, because it's not doing nothing. It's pretty much been banned everywhere. You know what I mean? So no. Let's look at another one that's pretty much not doing anything. Well, you're not losing. Let me not losing, but you're very, very, very down right now. And it's not one of the top currency pairs. You know what I mean? Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. Bitcoin and Ethereum mainly. Bitcoin, as long as I'm able to load up on, I mean, look at Ethereum right now. Let's do some math real quick. Let's look at Ethereum. on Binance. Hold on. There we go. So this is Binance right now. Binance at one time was around $1,500, $1,400. Now, does I think Binance was over? Really, not the amount of technology that Binance has, what you're able to do with it, the amount of conglomerates and Fortune 500 companies and big wigs that are behind Ethereum, called the enterprise, Morgan, Microsoft, ING, American Family Insurance, T-Mobile, which I didn't know was a part. They must have just got as a part of the Ethereum enterprise alliance. Nah, in a moment anywhere. When I want to buy Ethereum was $80. How many people you think bought it? Or do I buy $100 and $50 Ethereum? Wouldn't I rather load my bags up now, knowing that I'm going to be utilizing this currency, not so much trading it off? That's another misconception. I think a lot of people, well, no, let me not say that because it's all about what you're into. My thing is, I didn't get into cryptocurrency to trade this stuff and then give it all away for Federal Reserve notes. That's just my personal opinion. That's not what I got in here for. In my opinion, this is going to be the new currency. There's going to be a switch over. We're going old system onto the new system. I'm not using that old system too much anymore. You understand what I mean? I'm integrating myself and my lifestyle to use this new system of currency. Once again, this is just me, family. These are my opinions. Not something that you want to run with and take like, oh, okay, well, since no, don't do that. These are my opinions and how I'm orchestrating in the space. So you definitely want to understand that difference between the dollar and the Bitcoin and the fiat. That was my main reason for going through that. But you definitely want to know that difference, family, because it will send you off when you're out here trading. So let me see. Depends on what you want to stack. Definitely. So it's better to trade against cryptos. Hey, Jim, I'm glad. And that's what I'm saying. It depends on what you want to stack. That's why I said my thing is I'm gaining as much crypto as I can. That's just me, though. That's just me. Other individuals, you may want to stack your dollars up. There's nothing wrong with that. You do whatever comforts you. Me, I'm stacking my crypto bags up though. Only use a stable coin when you want to hold the value of any crypto asset. Facts. Yes. Use a stable coin. And this, me personally, I prefer DAI over the other stable coins. The main reason being the DAI stable coin is an actually asset backed stable coin. It's not backed by Federal Reserve notes. So if you know that the Federal Reserve note is just a debt note, it is not backed by anything. Why would you invest in anything that's not backed by? Okay. Why would you invest in something that's backed by something that's not backed by anything? You understand what I mean? When you look at DAI dollars, each DAI dollar that's created is created out of the collateralization of Ethereum itself. So there's not a DAI dollar out there that hasn't been created by the collateralization of the Ethereum. You understand what I mean? So it's almost like having the bank distributing funds that are actually backed by assets such as, i.e., gold and silver. So that's how I look at DAI dollars versus USDT, USDC, True USD, and the Gemini dollars, which are all backed by fiat notes. Once again, just my personal opinions. I may be wrong in everything I'm saying, family. Do your due diligence in this space. Let's get on with the countdown real quick. This is already past the time. Let me see. Let me get done with the countdown. What do we leave off at? Oh, I was showing y'all the difference between the currencies. That's what I was doing. Let's get back to the countdown, though. Now, if we go through the countdown, now I can go through this and talk and give you the countdown in Satoshi, or I can give it to you in the dollar value. For those that are watching, because I'm about to end this in a minute, and we're still going to look at the biggest gainers and the biggest losers, though. But what do y'all want me to count this down in? Y'all want me to give you the countdown and the percentages in Bitcoin, which is what the majority of you out there are trading in, or do you want me to give it to you in USD? It's 100% up to y'all. Comment 1 for Bitcoin, 2 for cash. 1 for Bitcoin, 2 for cash. 1 for Bitcoin, 2 for cash. Whoever I see the most of wins. 1 for Bitcoin, 2 for cash. Whoever I see the most of, like I said, is going to, that's what I'm going to do the rest of the countdown then. Let me see what the people want me to do this countdown with. Let's see. Like I say, 1 for Bitcoin, 2 for cash. Need to crank up my laptop. Oh no, don't sleep on the phone though, brother. Hey, download the Trust Wallet. The Trust Wallet is like a little mini smart city. It's like a little mini smart city. Whereas you can do a whole lot more on the Trust Wallet than you can do on a lot of these platforms. Another thing y'all want to be familiar with is the Trust Wallet and the MetaMask, which allows you to interact with decentralized apps, which is Web 3.0. Let me see. I got one. I got two. Let me see. I'm not getting a lot of feedback here. I'm gonna go ahead and do it in Bitcoin. Ah, okay. Well, shit. Everybody on Facebook said one. Everybody wants it in the BTC. All right, so I'm gonna do something for y'all. For those that have never seen this done before, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run through the countdown in BTC form, and this is how I have come to understand Bitcoin. So Bitcoin right now trading at 1 Bitcoin is 0%. Coming in at number 2, you got Ethereum trading at 2,801,831 sats, down 2.28% within the last 24. Coming in at number 3, you got Ripple trading at 4,960 satoshis, down 2.9% within the last 24. Coming in number 4, you got Bitcoin Cash trading at 4,690,760 sats, down 2.13%. Now, why am I doing this? Family, if anyone's trading right now, go and look at your trades versus Bitcoin. What are you paying in at 0.00 something? So if you paid 0.000, I'm gonna show y'all why I'm showing y'all this. Once again, if you bought BNB, in fact, check this out. If you bought BNB back in December, January, right? And the price of Bitcoin was down here. Look what happened when the price of Bitcoin, which is what you paid for it, pay attention here. You pay for Bitcoin right here. By June 25th of 2018, you're up almost 50% of what you paid in Bitcoin. But check this out. That was June, right? If you didn't know the difference between the dollar and the BTC value, where's June at? Hey, oh, here we go, June. Right here, June 25th. Then you're looking at yourself being down about 44%. You see what I mean? You see? Dollar value, you're looking like you took a loss, but you gained way more Bitcoin than you had. So my thing is, if you're waiting for Bitcoin to get back to $20,000, don't you want to accumulate as much Bitcoin as you can? Isn't that the main goal? Right? So this is what you want to look at. I paid, we'll say right here, 172,500 satoshis. Right. I paid 172,500 sats for BNB right here. Now, remember, I paid 172,000. Right now, I can sell that at 331,000 satoshis. You see the difference? I bought in at 172,000. I mean, in June, shit, I could have sold it at 262,000 satoshis. You see where the profit is in the Satoshi count? Thus, I'm gaining more Bitcoin. So while Bitcoin is doing whatever it's doing, I'm gaining more Bitcoin. While Bitcoin is doing whatever it's doing, I'm gaining more Bitcoin. So this is the equivalent of you buying Bitcoin constantly over and over and over again, no matter what the price action does. When you trade against Bitcoin and take profit in Bitcoin versus the dollar amount. You don't have to trade Bitcoin if you learn to trade alts versus Bitcoin, because then you just accumulate Bitcoin and then throw it over in your bag. You don't even have to look at it. Whatever profit you make out of Bitcoin, take that profit off and throw it over in a bag that you don't even look at. Just get you an address and you just keep dumping it into that address. Go back and look at that address after 6 months. And then see how much Bitcoin you have in there. And then depending on the dollar value, y'all get what I'm saying here? Y'all get why I'm showing y'all the difference? Right, Brother Parks. Exactly. Facts. But y'all get what I'm trying to show you and why I'm trying to show you that? Even on Android. No. Even on Android, I haven't used Atomic Wallet in a while. On the Android, you can only use Trust Wallet. That's your Web3 bridge. On the laptop or the desktop or the PC, you can only use MetaMask. Though they are working on a desktop version of the Trust Wallet, which I can't wait to come out. So that shit crazy. I sound like a straight nerd on here. Y'all don't even know. Like, I can't wait for it to come out. I sound like a damn nerd waiting for a video game or some shit. To be honest with y'all, that's so crazy to me. USDT is dodgy as hell. Careful with holding that ATM. Better to trade to one of those other stable coins or stack BTC or other. And that's why I went through the DAI stable coin, DAI. DAI. That's why I went through that whole thing about them. Those stable coins aren't backed by anything but a dollar, which isn't backed by anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even if they did, I mean, there's so much going on with USDT right now, so much funny stuff. But where we leave off at? All right, so coming in at number 5, we got Litecoin trading at 1,206,928 sats, down 2.17% in Bitcoin. Coming in at number 6, you got EOS trading at 80,110 satoshis, down 3.33%. Coming in number 7, you got Binance trading at 331,348 satoshis, down 5.9%. You got Tether coming in. Now this is interesting. Tether right now trading at 16,480 satoshis, down 2.69%. You can make money with Tether too. You can trade Tether. Also, for people that don't know, you can trade stablecoin versus stablecoins right on the exchange market. Where we at? Stellar, 1,496 satoshis, down 6.8%. Cardano, 1,040 satoshis, down 4.8%. Though it's up 0.1% within the last 24. Tron, 398 sats, down 5.26%. Monero, 1,098,106 sats, down 2.1% within the last 24 hours. Bitcoin SV, 939,909 satoshis, up 4.3% within the last 24, 0.6% within the last hour. Shit, Bitcoin SV giving them a flux for their money. Ain't that funny that Binance and everything else is down and Bitcoin SV that got delisted, which you're able to trade utilizing 3x leverage right now on the DragonX exchange market. Wink, wink. So your 4% is 12%. Really, that's 4.5%. 16 and a quarter percent right now, 3x leverage. Coming in number oh, well, no, because you know what? We're using USD over there. So real quick, let's see what our profit will be in USD. Bitcoin SV if we were trading with the 3x leverage that they allow us to trade with. You're up 6.9%. So let's say 7%, 7.14, 21% with 3x leverage right now on DragonX within the last 24 hours, family. And you're up 3.6% within the last hour. 3x leverage. I love it. Let's see. BTC. All right. Cosmos coming in, trading at 67,786 satoshis, down 8.9% within the last 24, up 0.3% within the last hour. Coming in number 16, you got IOTA trading at 4,747 sats, down 2.1% within the last 24. Coming in number 17, you got Tezos trading at 19,060 satoshis, down 3.5% within the last 24 hours. Ethereum Classic right now trading at 92,149 satoshis, down 4.25%. Number 19, we got Neo trading at 145,194 satoshis, down 3.61%. And last but not least, you got Maker trading at 8,807,259 satoshis, down 3.5% within the last 24 hours. Family, these are the top 20 coins per within the coin market per Bitcoin versus Bitcoin, not USD. Now let's take a look at some of the biggest gainers as well as the losers. Losers first. Basic attention token. Now check this out. Maximize Coin's been on the biggest gainers. What did I tell y'all about 3 weeks ago? How to utilize biggest gainers, biggest losers. Pay attention to the patterns. You're going to start seeing some of the same coins jump from ship to ship, meaning they're going to be on the biggest losers list one day, on the biggest gainers list the next day. What you want to do is you want to pick certain ones to stand out to you. So right now we're looking at the biggest gainers list. Let's say I looked at basic attention token, Maximind, Atoms, KuCoin, and we'll say Aurora, which was just on the biggest gainers list also. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write down their names, write down the price that they're trading at right now, and I'm going to write down how much of a loss they have. Now, I'm going to check this chart momentarily because I used to check it 3 times a day: morning, middle of the day, end of the night, or rising, middle of the day, in the evening. What you want to look for are these coins that pop up on the biggest gainers list. Now, when they pop up on the biggest gainers list, you don't just want to go buy them. You don't want to buy them as soon as they pop up on the biggest losers list. What you want to do is set up a pattern. You want to see what type of fluctuation this thing has. So now you want to write down the price that it is on the biggest gainers list and what type of price rise it had. Now, put it to the side. Continuously check the list. Next time you see it on the biggest losers list, same thing. Write it down, the price, the percentage. Biggest gainers list, same thing. Write it down, price, percentage. Now you can look at, okay, it's fluctuating between this and this. It's not going low. You understand what I mean? This is a way of you being able to read charts without being able to read charts when you just read the numbers. That's what I'm showing y'all how to do. You understand what I mean? So yeah, that's one way to look at it. So right now, Maximize Coin, Engine, BitTorrent, Cosmos, Monacoin, Decentraland, Icon. There's some very, very, very good picks over here on the biggest losers list. I'm not going to tell you which ones because I can't give financial advice, but to my eye, it's a lot of them that stand out to me. Now, does this mean that I just want to go buy them? No. Let's see. Let's pick Raven. Raven's down 6%. So now what would I do? I would come and I would look at Raven versus Bitcoin on Binance. Whoa. So right now we've broken all major support levels. We're coming down. This right here is your last like maybe stronghold right around. Look at the amount of support right where you're at, right? Well, support resistance, amount of pressure right where you're at right now. You're kind of holding off, but with Raven, it doesn't look too good. So does this mean I would buy Raven right now? Not entirely. This is a weekly. Let's scroll back now. Daily chart, right? In fact, let's extend this. There we go. Slide it this way. There we go. So now you can see more interaction of the chart. Swing low to swing high. Look what happened. We met our high. We came down, tested the 236, came down, tested the 382, bounced back up, rejected by the 236, came down, tested the 382, weren't able to hold, broke below, came back up, tested 236, broke back down to the 50%, consolidated for about 4 days, broke under that, came back, retested it, broke down 618, consolidated for about 3 days, broke that. Now you're on your way down to the 786. Unless you're able to hold off right here. So now what we're looking at is a retest of the 618. Right? But now look at this. You are oversold on the RSI. You're also still looking at negative momentum on the MACD. Starting to loosen up, though you haven't turned around with the averages. So you wait for a confirmation. Let's say I only want to get in on Ravencoin if it breaks major resistance levels. So that means I would come and place a stop buy. Once again, this isn't financial advice. This is just me. If I want to get in on a breakout and I don't want to get in right now, come set a stop buy at 881 sats. Nice and simple, right? It's only 726. That means we got to break through all this and head back up before I get to and I'm just using it as an example. I wouldn't, you really want to go more deeper. Let's go 4-hour chart, right? Now let's switch this around because now we got there's a million different ways you can play with the fib levels also. A million different ways you can play with Fibonacci. So now look at it. We came down, tested 236, broke down to the 382, roughly the same thing, 50, 236. 50 was strong support. You broke that. You came down 618, broke that 786. Now you're going back down towards 100%. So that's the only difference that you did. Now you see the connection. You see the confirmation of that 786 invisible Fibonacci line. See that? You broke it, and then you came back up to retest. Right? You retested it and got major rejected. So now you're looking for some sort of support. So no, I wouldn't just buy Ravencoin because it's on the biggest losers list. I'm looking for support, confirmation of a reversal. You understand what I mean? A head and shoulder shape, something that's going to tell me this thing is going to turn around. Maybe some bearish, bullish divergence down here, which, hold on here. Hold on here. Look at this here now. Even though it's slight, very slight, right? You do have a bit of bullish divergence. Damn, I was just looking for that. Let's see something. So what is bullish divergence? That's when you have a difference in the oscillators versus the price action. Bullish and bearish just means what the difference is. So right now, in this instance, price action is going to the downside while the oscillators are showing price action or the action going to the upside. You understand what I mean? Whereas right here you had downside, you still had downside. Right here it's reversing, showing you yep, exact same time on the MACD also, exact same date. So that is one indicator that you would use to be like, okay, we may be coming into a reverse. Now, what would tell you that? Maybe a consolidation period here, sideways movement, possibly. Let's see. Man, that's ugly. Let me see. Let's see what that looks like. Open that up. Hey, what up, little dude? So yeah, we're waiting for. I mean, if it's just gonna keep dumping, we'll use this trend line right here as a basis. See if it rides it or not. We got a support level based around right here. We'll see how it interacts with it, but that's how you just go more in depth. And now, are you gonna do this in 5 to 10 minutes? No. Sometimes I spend an hour on one chart. You know what I mean? It depends on what I'm trying to do. But yeah, family, that's about it for today. Brother, can you pull up the B? Oh, yeah. Let me see. We got any questions? Let me see. I have to say you have a solid handle on the market. One of the better crypto YouTubers I've stumbled. Oh, thank you, brother Gems or sister Gems. I don't know if you're a brother or a sister. Binance implementing margin trading. Oh wow, that's gonna be beautiful, 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 beautiful. I can't wait for that. But the brother Jim, who is obviously, I believe, is your first time coming to the show, brother or sister Jims. This is your first time. They said, I have a solid handle on the markets, and they said I'm one of the better crypto YouTubers they stumbled across. I don't know how long they've been in the space for, or how many YouTubers they've stumbled across, but that's definitely take it as a compliment. Thank you. I'm glad it didn't FOMO in the Raven. Yep. Then you could dump it where it makes sense. Bullish divergence on the MACD, but stink bids and play out. Wait for the green MACD. Exactly. Wait for positive momentum to come in on the MACD. Brother, can you pull up PYND stock? They just opened up a few days ago. Want to see what you think about entering? Okay, honestly, Raven looks like shit. Orders in at 401, 168 trend base, fib extension from top to bottom. Yep. Okay, no doubt, James. No doubt, sister. That's what's up, Queen. Yep, confirmed buying. And I can tell you definitely in this space. I don't know who you are, but I can tell you definitely in this space also. Just from the commentary that we're having back and forth. Let me see who I got over here on the Facebook side. Remember yesterday, you seen that Raven can stay at 800 stats all year, and I'll be happy. Need some time to mine. Great rising, Miss Melissa. How we doing? Key price points and check the price action flash points. Can we look at LTC, looking for a strong support level? Definitely. So LTC and BYND on the stock side. Let's take a look at that real quick. Also, I don't know if anybody knows. I don't know if anybody else knows. Where's it at? Just dropped Beyond Meat. This is for my vegans out here. Hey, I told her wait for that pullback. Hey, babe, I told you Beyond Meat was gonna pull back. I said I told you that Beyond Meat was gonna pull back. It's down to damn that $69 now. It's pulling back. I told you, you don't never buy this shit on the hype, man. Let this thing come down. That shit can come down to $20, $30. You never know. But it just was added. This is Beyond Meat for anyone that's in the veganism or eats, Beyond Beef, Beyond Meat. This was just started trading on May 2nd. It's brand new. Like, probably just buying this just 80 and 69. Yeah, things like basic technical analysis. I mean, the only thing you can do right now, this isn't even for certain, right? That's it. That's all we can do for now. And right now, you're getting stopped out by the 382 or resisted by it, but you're seeing confirmation of it. So that's all we can do right now with Beyond Meat. I just wanted to show y'all that. BYND. Oh shit. Hey, brother Kennedy. I did not know what the ticker was. Honestly, this is how crazy the world works. I promise you, my brother Kennedy. I typed in Beyond. I didn't know BYND was the kicker for Beyond Meat. Ain't that some crazy shit? Ain't that some crazy stuff? Wow. What just happened? Am I still live on YouTube? I think the screen just went blank. Oh no, there it is. But hey, that's crazy, brother. Pretty deep into crypto Twitter myself, but taking a couple days off. No doubt, no doubt. What's your name on Twitter? Go ahead and send me a what do they call it? A tweet? No, is it a message? Send me a message on the Twitter board so I know who you are. But yeah, Kennedy, that's pretty crazy, brother Kennedy. Yeah, I was seeing what you wanted to look at. I ain't know what Ben was. Definitely a stock people should invest in for sure. Yeah, definitely. But you want to look for your entry. So as of right now, you're looking, your normal level of retracement is what? The 382 to the 618. So you're looking from anywhere between 70 and 60 bucks as it is right now. Now, let's take a look at something. Let's learn from past mistakes that individuals made. I want to show you all Tilray. Tilray was a cannabis stock that came out last year when I was doing crypto cannabis. What was I doing? Coffee, crypto, and cannabis stocks. Look what happened with Tilray. We're looking at a weekly chart here. Look at this pump. $300 exactly. It stopped and never went back. Never, ever went back. Right now we're at 44 bucks. So you don't want this to happen to you with Beyond Meat, which could go up 80 all the way down, and eventually be at like 12 bucks. So let the hype play out. Is it a possibility you'll miss out? Possibly. It's about the risk you want to take. You understand what I mean? So let's take a look at LTC real quick. Let's start this all over. Well, you got major resistance. You can see that playing right now, right, Brother Dennis? So you got rejected by the 236. Right now, you're being supported by the 236. I mean, you got rejected by the 382. Right now, you're on your support at the 236. That's exactly where you're at, is on your support. Now, if you break that support, let's see. That's micro. We're going to go into macro. Which is swing low to swing high, right? Let me slide these over to the other side. On the left, there we go. So what else are we seeing? Okay, on the flip side of things, on the macro, Brother Dennis, you come down and you bounced off the 382, came up and you got rejected by the 236. You see that? So between support with the fib being between 236 and the 382, you already know you can retrace down between 382 and 618. So that would be between $51 and $69. Right now you're at 73 bucks. On a smaller 36 between 381 and 2. So you're looking at a ride between $78 and maybe 86 bucks. Also RSI 50. 50% on the RSI so much, but you broken 50. Another is the free. I think it's it can't be that. That's another important level in mind. But let's see. You're going back into negative momentum. Look at that. Look at that. You just came out of negative momentum. You can't even cross over into positive momentum. You're going right back into negative momentum. You see that? So yeah. I wouldn't, as of right now. I mean, tread softly. Not financial advice, just tread softly. Make the next move your best move. I'm about. Being said, family, that's about it for the day. I wanted to do a goddamn 30-minute show. Amsa excuse my language. During the month of Ramadan, I really kind of try to keep my language, really cut it down to a bare minimum. My last still time, can you do ETH? And that'll be my last request. I got you. You can send me some of them Raven coins too. You over there mining, but now I got you. Let's take a look at these real quick. I mean, anytime you want y'all already know you can call him Rock A-K, A-L-A-M-I-R-A-K. Let me do this last. The van went over here to get his evaporator, right? You got it, didn't you? And I figured you go to the gym. I mean, he ain't hit me back yet. Slab when he come, cause he want to get some Bitcoin too. So I'll run him through this shit while you at him or whatever. Back real quick. Let me end this real quick. Hold on real quick. Don't leave yet. Let's hurry up, fam. Let's go ahead. Oh, Ethereum still looking good. I love Ethereum right now. Ethereum trend. I actually got a couple leverage on Ethereum. I'm shorting Ethereum right now. I'm not in a number of these currencies right now. They're actually kind of bullish. Let's see. And I don't want to. I got something that I'm paying attention to there. So Ethereum versus but it's different over here. Where you trading Ethereum at? I bet it's on Binance too. It's 169 on Bittrex. How much is it on Binance? Let me see. 168. Okay, so it's roughly the same on Bittrex. Then that's cool. That's cool. We can use Bittrex. Whatever I got over here, I can just get rid of. I don't even know what all this is. It's probably from a class technical analysis. So let's get rid of all that. All right. So Ethereum. What are you doing, Ethereum? There we go. Much better. All right. Let's see what Ethereum is doing. There we go. That's nice. Also, I wonder how long it's gonna take for people to come and steal some of these strategies I use over here, because you don't see nobody really doing the amount of strategies or teaching the way that I do. I've never heard anyone do a countdown just doing it in Satoshis. I've never once heard that. So I don't know how long it's gonna take for people to come over and start biting. Right there we go. So on the macro, you've already came back and hit your 618. That's perfect retracement. I mean, what more could somebody ask for on a retracement level? Between the 382 and the 618, perfect. You hit all projected price levels. Right now, someone who traded this, meaning they would have bought in between here and here or here and here, this is a whole trade right here. If you're a trader, if you're an investor, it's something different. But if you're a trader, this is all you're looking for right here. You should have been cashed out. Now you're waiting for a new entry or for you to break those current levels, right? Which is $191, $189. So break that to the upside for Ethereum to continue its bullish trend. Let me see. Now on the micro side, what has happened? What you about to do? I want to run to the store real quick. All right, hold on. Yeah, family, that's it. Let me see. I want to hit the store real quick before you leave. Let me see. Okay, swing low to swing high. Came down, you hit your 382, rejected by the 236. So right now you're above your 236 right now on the micro. Now I could do another macro here too. I'm not gonna do it though. Yeah, now Ethereum, if you're gonna retrace anymore, if you come back and retest the 382, which is $147, which we don't see happening right now, your next support, your support is at 162 with Ethereum. 162, and like you said, you got that 189, 190 resistance, family. So with that being said, I'm gonna end this now. I want to thank everyone that tuned in with the Bitcoin Block Bully for the early rising show with coffee and crypto. Until the next video, until the next podcast, inbox the address. What address? Okay. All right, I got you. Until the next video, this is Amir, the Chicago Crypto Hustler, Bitcoin Block Bully. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. I am out of here. Go ahead and end that. YouTube world, I'm about to get up out of here. 193 general consensus is short for the retrace. I had tagged 210 as my target, but from 108, but got shaken out. Ethereum Bitstamp chart is the best, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah, I actually use Bitstamp a lot also with the amount of who their fan base is. But I'm about to get out of here, YouTube world. I want to thank everyone that tuned in over here. If y'all can, go ahead and share this out. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. I'm gone.